speech in channels. Let me affirm that what I've said remains the same. There's no change in what I've said in terms of the process. Everybody had the president of Nigeria saying that the party handed over the issue of primaries and everything to governors in this state. The governors decide as to what happened to A or B. That's why I use the word in channels that we are running a governocracy. That's a fact, and that fact still remains. And that means whoever that emerge anywhere is not through any process of any free, fair primary. It is a dictatorship, a dictation of the head of the party in this state, which is the governor. And that's what happened in Kwara. And that still remains the fact, and that is what I still affirm. I'm not changing that position. Anyway, and this position has been confirmed by several speakers. Senator Ajadi has spoken, one Honorable Tajudeen has spoken, and there are many examples. I gave few examples, and I can still do that. How you will know this? Let me start from my House Assembly constituency. Let the governor and the party came out. That day, there was no first instruction that, oh, go and vote for a male who is Akaji. And within a few minutes that they are about to vote, they say, oh, it's a woman again. Outside the lorry, even in between the lorry, the worst of it was in July. In our first constituency, the House of Assembly candidate that emerged in May was the current serving member. As at the time they were submitting names to INEC, it changes from that person to another person without any other primaries being held. The same thing, the same as our Wodi constituency. They held two primary, first person emerged, the current person, another Alajere emerged. Then after, it's a woman that was put. So all this kind of thing happens. What does that dictate? It means that it is not a process. And I'm not a party, just an honorary member of the party. I'm a leader I knew. So, and I said openly before to say the process started from the selection of even the delegates. It's a selection. There was no Congress. The party, the governor cannot come out. And I challenge and I still remain that one. I'm saying this because various people wrote in social media, no, that is Kadara. Yes, that's why I want to go there, and that I've spoken. There's Kadara, but there's Sababi. Kadara is what said destiny. But when there's a destiny, there will be what we call the circumstances, which is human being. And you can be a party to a good circumstance, you can be a party to a bad circumstance, and there's a reward for everyone. And I will illustrate with an analogy. Let's say somebody went inside a room and stabbed somebody and killed the person. There can be two possibilities. Nobody will see that person that he has killed somebody, but they will see the person that died. They say, oh, this person died. It's God that said this is the time, because we know God will kill somebody when it's the time. But it's a human being that killed.
Yes.
So that human being may not be seen by human being for what he did inside. But who sees the person? Allah. God will see. And what did God say? He said if you kill a person without anything, you get punishment. That person will not be punished because we say we second that person will die. Now let's say that death even happened and they see the person. Would they now say, oh, it is because God has said this person will die today now, so you that kill him, go away, you have not done anything. No! That is retribution. This is what I have said. Why I said I was treacherous? Because, what did I say treacherousness? I'm not an honorary member. I'm somebody that supported this party all through. We can sit down and discuss. There was no discussion. There was no any conversation. It was up to the last minute that, oh, this is what the arrangement will be. And just somebody turn around and say, oh, it will not be this, it will be this, just like I gave many instructions. What do you call that? That's treachery from a human being. So, but that's what I call about sabbath. That's why I say, okay, there's Kadara, but there's sabbath. So, but the other part of it is why I said, is when I use the word that it is mediocrity that is happening in the state. It's because of the method. You can imagine what I'm giving an example. In a very well-organized system, if 10-15 people are allowed to obtain form without prevention, there will be chaos. That's why you have chaos now. If there was to be sincerity, if there was to be capacity, if there is courage and confidence, a leader will call a meeting and say, it's only one position, let's discuss. It will be like this. I've been in party politics since 1996. I've handled several of such. That's not how it should be handled. It shows a leader that lacks capacity, a leader that lacks courage, a leader that lacks confidence, and a leader that does not know how to lead properly. And that is what I'm saying about what we have in the state. And this remains. And you show what is happening in our party in this state. That is what is happening. But however, I want to also clarify something. All this I have said, I remain an APC member because being APC is on principle. But the principle is because, as the MC has said, my being politics in Kwara started in 1996. I was in a particular group. But since year 2000, when I left that group, and my focus has been progress for Kwara, and I was in that struggle. In 2003, we lost the election. I move on. I said this one in a tape that was distance. Then I was called to come and contest for Senate in 2010, in the election of 2011. I did not say I wanted to be, but people look at what did I do. But since I accepted it, it's a struggle, and that struggle remains. So why do I remain in APC? It's because I believe what is happening in the party in the state, I've said, I should be part of the struggle to correct it. It's not about to run away. But more importantly is that the party in the state may have done what they have done the way I said they have done it. The party at the national level, the leadership, not necessarily the party, I'm talking about the leadership. As I said earlier, immediately what happened in Kwara, I had meeting with the presidential candidate of the party, Tinubu. I had meeting with Kashim Shettima, who is my colleague and now the vice presidential candidate. And we analyzed what has happened, and we said we have to move on for the sake of the country. I'm a stakeholder in Nigeria project now. I'm not just a stakeholder in Kwara project. Being a stakeholder in Nigeria project, I have to see what is best for Nigeria. At this particular time, if you look at preparation, if you look at capacity, if you look at the ability to be able to make change, as Tinubu is one that will do that. As such, I, based on all my supporters, will mobilize that we vote and make Tinubu and Kashim Shettima to be the president and pastor of Nigeria. There's another second reason why. It is good. This is what we are taught in the Lori and what we know in the Quran. If somebody do good to you, you pay back with good. As what you have met, Tinubu has been supporting our cause in Kwara. In 2011, I was an ACN candidate. He was the leader of the party in ACN. He supported the struggle in Kwara. In 2018-19, for the struggle the Otoge we did, he was a major supporter, and I'm a beneficiary of the Otoge struggle. Why will I now say whatever has happened to me personally, I will leave Asiwaju because of my personality? Never. I'm not like that. I'm not like people who don't recognize, because for Kwara, the leader of the party in Kwara does not pay back good for good, and I'm saying it openly. If he does that, in January 16, 2021, 30 members of legislators signed that they are supporting the governor for the party. How many are back now? Only 14. In the Lori, that's Kwara Central, we had 8 out of 9 of us. And I think I don't know did not sign. And I mentioned him because I want to see what he said that time, which is what is now happening. 8 of us, under my leadership in the Kwara Central, and even for the national, it was in my house where the letters were signed on January 16. 8 of us signed. Out of the 8, today is only 1 that is returning to the parliament. That is Olawoye. No member of the National Assembly that we are serving now will go back under APC. No, 5 out of 6 House Assembly are not going back. Is that leadership? Is that how leadership pay loyalty? Is that how you pay good for? Because those people did not stand there, maybe we will not have the result of the party we have today. But that is not what we are taught. That's why I'm saying, for me, I have to support as well. I will not pay back a good with back for selfish reasons. It's only a leader that is selfish that we say only my own and leave others. Because the House of Assembly members, they may not be able to talk like me because they may not be as dependent. But I must provide leadership. I must be able to say, it's a selfish leader that we say only me should be and 8 people should not be. It's a selfish leader that 30 members will sign for and does not worry about what happened to all of them. Doesn't worry about what happened to all of them. That is not fair.
Look at Kanu.
Yes. No, I'm coming to that because you spoke. So The last point, which I want to say about supporting Asiwaju, people may be saying, oh, it's because he wanted one appointment or the other. No. Nah. I said it in one thing, and I still believe in that. What we learn, Kulillahumma malikal mulk, tu'til mulku man tasha, wa tanzi'u mulku mimman tasha, wa tu'izzu man tasha, wa tudhillu man tasha. Biyadika al-khair, innaka ala kulli shay'in qadir. Biyadika al-khair. Any good, any blessing that will come to anybody is not in that. Biyadika is in the hand of Allah. So by supporting Asiwaju, it doesn't mean, oh, at the end of the day, maybe because you get something at the national level. And the Kwara State governor cannot give me anything. Sure. I can't be SA, I can't be commissioner. And this is why we are doing. How many people did he facilitate to be minister? How many people did he facilitate to be any board member? No. So I'm not looking at him for anything. But I'm doing my own on the principle of repayment for good, the quality of Asiwaju, and what we're expecting to do. And also, what will benefit my state. Because if Nigeria is good, Kwara will be good. The last point I want to make, what will happen in Kwara? Because you said what I've heard, and you may ask me, what will happen in Kwara will depend on what the party in Kwara wants. Will you want to associate with somebody that doesn't want you? No. If they want me, fine. If they don't want, whatever will happen. But whatever will happen is not me. It is the supporters. It's my people. I've not been home. People have been asking me, can I read anything? As I am home now, I will have meeting with all the various people. From grassroots, here you have people from all the 52 wards in Kwara Central. You have from all the 4 local governments. You can find that in the media. It's from the 4 local governments. In addition to that, I'm not just a Kwara Central person, as I said. I have people in Kwara North and Kwara South. Because I've been in government in Kwara State before now, I was in government between 1993 and I made friends, I have associates. Not only that, there are people that appreciate what we have done. The final point I want to say, which is unfortunate for my people, is that, as I said, among the 3 senatorial districts, it's Kwara Central that will be least represented in the next if APC wins, because we don't have any ranking member. And the National Assembly is about ranking. You can't be chairman. I was chairman health committee because of 2 reasons. One, I was ranked being a former member and a former majority of the assembly. That was considered. That is why I'm in 2nd floor in the National Assembly. I'm not in the ground floor, like my colleagues who are not ranked from other senatorial districts. 2, because of my antecedent, my qualifications, my capacity that I've demonstrated, which is in my CV. Because when you get to the National Assembly, you ask your CV, who are you? So this is to guide this. I'm bleeding inside. But we can work together to make a learning greater. Ulamas are always say, learning will never take last and will not take last. We will present our best capacity, we will make a learning greater, we will make Kwara greater, we will make Nigeria greater. Thank you.